Jake Paul, the 27-year-old YouTuber turned boxer, took on Mike Tyson, the legendary former heavyweight champion who's now 58 years old. When the fight was announced, everyone was talking about it. People were excited but also a little confused. Why would a young and strong Jake Paul fight someone like Mike Tyson, who's not only older but also hasn't fought professionally in years? Still, the hype was huge. The fight was held at the massive AT&T Stadium in Texas, with over 70,000 people in the crowd and millions more watching from home. It was supposed to be a real no-nonsense boxing match, not an exhibition, not a fun, friendly sparring session, a real fight.
So round one was supposed to go like this. The opening bell rings and Tyson, showing flashes of his old form, immediately stalks forward with his signature bob and weave style.
Before the fight even happened, something strange occurred. A script leaked online. This script detailed how the fight would go, round by round. According to the script, Mike Tyson would start strong, showing glimpses of his old boxing skills. But then, in round 5, Jake Paul would knock him out in a dramatic finish. The internet went wild. Was this fight planned out from the beginning? Was it all just a show to make money? But then the fight happened, and the outcome was different from the script. There was no knockout in round 5. Instead, the fight went the full 8 rounds, and Jake Paul won by unanimous decision. It looked real enough, but some fans couldn't shake the feeling that something was off.
Did you try to knock him out?
Man, I was trying to hurt him a little bit, you know. I was scared that he was going to hurt me. I'm trying to hurt him, but...
Here's where things get messy. After the fight, Jake Paul said something that got everyone talking even more. He admitted that he didn't go all out in the later rounds because he didn't want to hurt Mike Tyson. Wait, what? Isn't the whole point of a boxing match to fight your hardest and try to win? Jake said he wanted to give the fans a show and that he had too much respect for Tyson to hurt him. He even said he noticed Tyson was getting tired and didn't want to push him too hard.
Many are upset over the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, with some people claiming that it was rigged because many people bet a lot of money and they lost a lot of money.
This made a lot of people angry. They felt cheated. If Jake Paul wasn't giving it his all, was the fight even real? Some fans had placed bets on the match, expecting a proper, competitive fight. Now they were wondering if the whole thing was just staged. That's when things took a legal turn. A sports lawyer named Dan Lust said that Jake Paul's comments could lead to a lawsuit. Why? The fight was sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation as a real boxing match. This wasn't supposed to be an exhibition or a friendly match. It was supposed to be a serious, competitive fight. When people placed bets, they trusted that both fighters would be doing their best to win. If Jake Paul was holding back, that could mean the fight wasn't as real as it seemed. Now, some angry fans and bettors are considering suing Jake Paul, the fight organizers, and even Netflix, which streamed the event. The big question is, was the fight rigged? Let's look at the clues. First, there was the leaked script. Even though the fight didn't follow the script exactly, the fact that such a document existed made people suspicious. Second, Jake Paul's comments. Saying he didn't want to hurt Tyson and that he took it easy on him makes it seem like he wasn't trying his hardest. That's not what people expect in a real boxing match. Third, Mike Tyson's condition. Tyson is 58 years old and has had health issues, including a knee brace and a stomach ulcer earlier this year. Some people think the fight was set up just so both fighters could make money without Tyson being put in real danger.
I didn't get a prediction on Jake. What happens?
Hey, Mike Tyson successful, victorious.
Now let's talk about Mike Tyson. The man is a legend. He's one of the greatest boxers of all time. But let's be real, he's not the same fighter he was in his prime. At 58, he's way past his fighting days, and it showed in the ring. Tyson struggled to keep up with Jake Paul. He looked tired and slow, especially in the later rounds. But here's the thing, Tyson still showed up. He got in the ring and gave it his all, even though he was at a huge disadvantage. That's bravery. If anyone should be respected in this situation, it's Tyson. He didn't need to fight Jake Paul. He could have stayed retired and avoided all this drama, but he stepped up because he's a fighter at heart.
Bounces on his toes while Tyson is breathing heavier. Round 3. Paul gains confidence, starting to plant his feet more. He lands a sharp right cross that momentarily stuns Tyson.
Let's not forget about the money. Jake Paul reportedly made $40 million from this fight. Tyson also made a lot, though probably not as much. With so much money involved, it's easy to see why some people think the fight was more about making a profit than about actual competition. Fans feel like they were part of a giant money-making scheme. They paid for tickets, placed bets, and watched on Netflix, expecting a real fight. If the fight was scripted, or if Jake Paul wasn't giving his all, it feels like a betrayal. So what's going to happen now? Dan Luss says there could be a class action lawsuit. This means a group of fans and bettors could come together to sue Jake Paul, Netflix, and the fight organizers. They would argue that they were misled into thinking the fight was real. However, winning such a lawsuit won't be easy. Courts have usually ruled that fans and bettors don't have a right to sue over sports events. But this case is unique because Jake Paul admitted he didn't fight his hardest, and the fight was marketed as a real, sanctioned match.
There's something wrong with...
No, he's fighting. I've seen it throughout his career. It's interesting, but he does bite his gloves, even in preparing for this fight.
Oh, I have a habit of biting my gloves when I fight, yes.
Why do you do that?
I have a biting fixation.
This controversy isn't just about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. It's about the future of boxing and sports entertainment. Fights like this blur the line between real competition and showbiz. Are we watching athletes giving their all? Or are we watching a scripted performance designed to make money? Fans deserve honesty. If a fight is just for fun, call it an exhibition. Don't pretend it's a real fight and then hold back punches. The Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight has become one of the most talked about events in boxing history, not because of the action in the ring, but because of the drama outside it. Whether or not the fight was rigged, it's clear that fans feel cheated. As the legal battles unfold, one thing is certain. This fight has left a sour taste in the mouths of many. But through it all, let's not forget the courage of Mike Tyson, who stepped into the ring at 58 years old and gave it everything he had. That's the true spirit of a fighter. In my opinion, Mike Tyson is a legend. In his prime, the guy was unstoppable, knocking people out left and right. But in this fight, it felt like Tyson wasn't allowed to do what he does best. Why? Because there was a rule in the contract that said he couldn't knock Jake out and had to go all 8 rounds. Like what? Since when does Tyson fight for points? That's not his style at all.
Tyson's final victory was against Clifford Etienne, the show of respect. That fight lasted 49 seconds. This one goes 16 minutes.
You could see glimpses of the old Tyson from the first 2 rounds. He was dodging and weaving like the champ we know. But by round 3, his legs were done. And here's the thing, if your legs are gone, your power is gone. Tyson wasn't moving like he used to. He kept his gloves up and threw a few soft punches, but he clearly couldn't chase Jake around that giant ring. And Jake, all he had to do was stay away and survive. Easy for a 27-year-old against a 58-year-old, right? Honestly, no result would make Jake look good. If he won, people would say, "Congrats, you beat an old man." If he lost, it'd be even worse. "Wow, you lost to an old man." Either way, this fight did nothing for Jake's reputation. He looked average at best, and Tyson was robbed of his chance to shine. The whole thing just felt like a money grab. In my opinion, this fight wasn't fair, wasn't exciting, and wasn't worth the hype. Tyson deserved better. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell icon so you always stay updated. See you in the next one.